All right. Do. All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to first time in a while. Actually, I've done this. A little late night musings stream, or as I'm calling it on this one, a midnight musing stream. Because, well, as I start this, it's about actually I was about to say 5 minutes, but actually we're about 3 minutes to midnight here in Council Bluffs, Iowa. So yeah, midnight musings sounds a little more catchier and fitting in this case, I guess too. But yes, as the description kind of says there, well, having a little trouble sleeping today, so what better to kind of wind down the day here than do a little tank work? And of course, this right here is my 75-gallon hex aquarium. To those of you that don't know, we introduced this a little bit deeper in my most recent video, which was posted on Monday earlier. To those of you that don't know, feel free to go check that out there. It'll be pretty easy to find on the front of my channel there. But yeah, we're working on this here one now because it seems like the vote's already pretty unanimous that a lot of you are saying that we should put pea puffers in this thing. And initially, actually, when I bought this thing, that was one of the top suggestions and thoughts of my own thought that I thought would look really good in this thing. So I'm thinking, yeah, we're probably going to go ahead and do that. And I guess that makes it to where the 50-gallon corner, we can do something else down the road. Let's see as we get started here. Got a few people in here, not too many, but that's all right because pretty impromptu stream here, which is all right. Got one of my three awesome moderators here. We got Matt, aka Mr. Liquid's the Only Fins. How's it going, Matt? And yep, as he said, actually, well, we're 2 minutes away from the 21st, but yep, April 19th, which I guess at this point, as I'm talking to you right now, technically, yep, that was yesterday. The big 3-0 is now. I have left my 20s behind now, so yep, officially 30 years old now. I'm still not sure what to think about it. Rye Guy, see you as well. How's it going with the wave, the fish in the 100 there as well? Appreciate y'all coming in here, especially on such short notice. I only had the heads up for about 10 minutes, if even that, really. So, yeah, not a whole lot of heads up, but, you know, we'll do a little something out of this. And, yeah, I already got a little bit of a head start on this thing back here, but it's more of a matter of I keep standing right where I'm covering up the tank. Let's not do that. All right, bring this down just a little bit. There we go. So, I mean, yeah, I was working on this just a little bit earlier, but I know a couple of y'all have been saying that, you know, lost my train of thought there now. Son of a gun. Oh, yeah, some of y'all have been saying that you kind of missed the Monday Musing stream, and quite frankly, I kind of missed them myself. One more on there. So, figured this was a good opportunity here. I'm not sure how long we're going to go. We might hit an hour. We may hit less. I'm not sure. Just kind of depends on when I decide enough is enough for today. Ideally, I just kind of want to give this whole thing a good wipe down internally, and then hopefully we can fill this bad boy up with some water, because this is the official leak test. I have not put water in this thing yet. As I said in the video earlier, I want to test to make sure that, because this tank was resealed, and resealing a hex aquarium, or really any kind of column aquarium in general, is always a bit of a challenge. So I see Rye Guy's question there too, if I've secured any pea puffers yet. Short answer, Rye, the answer is no. I do know a couple places though where that if all goes well on this over the next couple days, where yeah, I could get some pea puffers pretty quick, because there's a couple of stores that have a plethora of pea puffers. So if all goes well here, I should be able to secure some very soon. But I want to make sure that this thing is going to hold just fine. I think it should be. It was resealed by a very trusted source. And a shout out to Nick from Rivers and Reefs in Omaha, one of the awesome 5 local fish stores that we have in the area, for taking up this very daunting job that for years and years I could find no one to do. So big shout out to him. Yeah, at long last, we're going to put this thing to test. I've owned this tank here, I guess, for about 5 years at this point, and all 5 years, nothing's ever been in it, because seals on it were less than stellar when I bought it. But for the tank and this whole canopy set that you see here, it was $75. So I figured, you know what, screw it. Even if I got to pay, a couple hundred to reseal it and such, what have we got to lose? Because it's not every day you come across, a 75-gallon hex. So I'd be pretty certain that, it's probably a tank that you'll never find again. And if you do find it a second time, better get on it. Craig, how's it going? Saying hello. Jeff Kane as well. Good to see you as always, Jeff. Saying hello, but got to crash in a few minutes. Understandable. It's a couple minutes past midnight here in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Don't remember where you're at, Jeff, but I'm sure wherever it's at, it's probably getting to be a pretty late hour as well. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat every once in a while as we go here. Like I said, though, the main thing I'm doing here, though, is just kind of wiping down the tank here, inside and out. And, let's just give this baby a little sanitation here, and we'll see if we need to, we'll just clean this bad boy out and fill it up with some water. Hopefully all goes well. All right. But in order to do that, I got to get up. Okay. Right, guy, I see you. Guys, if I need any, let me know. I have adults and juveniles. Okay. I'll definitely have to keep that in mind, right, guy? I do have one guy that's already been talking to me about that too, but that was also a couple of weeks ago, so I have no idea how many he has left at this point. It's a guy where I've gotten a lot of my other puppers at too, but I will definitely keep that in mind because, a 75 hex, we could fit quite a few in there. All right, let's perk that up just a little bit. Let's just frame this up. Just a little higher up here yet. Not too much. I'm going to kill that light now. There we go. It almost kind of looks like a glorified lantern here, doesn't it, though? All right. Somebody in the chat could real quick. If I'm way back here, can you still hear me just fine? I'm going to be right about here, so if it's a little too quiet or something, let me know in the chat now, and I'll make the proper adjustments so I can still somewhat talk to y'all. Yep, there's Matt. Thank you, Matt. Yep, saying that you hear just fine. Awesome. Appreciate you, sir. All right, well, without further ado, let's get started. For those of you that don't know, what I personally use to wipe down used tanks or clean them off, you never want to use anything like obviously we all know don't use anything of the bleach sort. So some people may wonder, well, then what do you use? My personal solution is hot water and vinegar. Vinegar is a good cleaning solution. That's also organic, so it should not. So even if residue is left over in the tank, it's not going to be harmful to the fish as long as you're not making them actually swim in the actual vinegar, of course. But hot water and vinegar, and by hot water, as I make the water as hot as my hand can stand. And I guess if you guys did the concoction yourself, that's what I'd suggest. Just as hot of water as you can tolerate, and then just add the vinegar, stir it up, and mix it. Although I guess that's not really necessary. It usually concocts itself together pretty nicely. And that's what I do. All right, and Rye Guy says it here, so we are all good. So let's get busy. All right. And I got a sponge with an abrasive side here. All the sponge, and literally all I've ever used this sponge for is tanks. That's for the years that I've had it. That's all it's ever done. It's just wiping off tanks. Now I might remove this canopy top here real quick too, because this might make it a little challenging to get down to the bottom. And honestly, the bottom of the tank is the worst part of this. You know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna move this here real quick. Not honestly sure why I even put this on yet. Oh no, did one of my wires break? Oh Oh shit, yes it did. Oh, son of a gun. Well, that'll have to be fixed. Ah, dang it. Son of a gun. Ah, damn it. Come on, can I squeeze you back in there? I sure can. Cool. Well, if that comes undone again, we'll have to. And by the way, guys, just a little something here. Yep, little circular light. This thing does pretty well. It's an LED grow light. I actually just got this thing off of Amazon, and it was about 35 bucks. So it was doing pretty good. And as you were seeing there earlier, I mean, it lit up the tank pretty well. And I mean, that right there is about all the power it was on. Not even halfway there. So I mean, it lights it up pretty good. This is a light specifically made to help or engineered to grow plants. Because I'm thinking, yeah, we'll probably make this a live planted tank too. Once we put the pea puffers in there. Probably, I'm not sure what all kinds of plants, but I'm kind of leaning towards maybe something pretty simple, jungle val, and then maybe some mosses and some Java ferns, nothing too crazy. Demon Blader, how's it going, Zach? Good to see you. I see you're asking what's going on. We are cleaning up the 75-gallon hex here, Zach. Getting it ready for some pea puffers here, hopefully within the next, within the week, hopefully, if all goes well. If all does not go well, then we'll probably just stick to putting pea puffers in the 50-gallon corner eventually here. Once we move our bumblebee Oscar out of there. All right, nice and easy with this. There we go. That's going to make wiping this thing out a lot easier. You know what? I'm going to put this light back up because that was actually helping me see all the dirt and grime and crap earlier. So I am going to put this guy back up. Ouch. Problem is, I have a low clearance ceiling, so you might see me hit my head a couple times. Feel free to laugh because it is kind of hilarious. Yeah, there you go, guys. There's the light at full blast. And there's at its minimum, so it's an adjustable light too, so that's pretty cool. Right there, that's plenty. Alright, what's it? Ooh, we got a little bug in here. Let's get that guy out of here. Eat. Stinking bugs. Alright. Let's get to wiping here. All the seals in here are looking pretty good. And a little dirty too, so we'll also wipe that down. I actually wiped down the whole inside of the tank here once already. This is more of just a second go through because just making sure we get over the tidbits that I might have missed earlier. I never personally wipe down a tank just once. I want to make sure that I get as much of the potential hazardous stuff inside the tank as possible. Very good. Well, we pretty much got the whole inside of the tank now wiped out pretty dang good. We'll wipe down this stand here a little bit. Oh, what is this on my outer part of the tank here? But I don't know. I don't know. Not wanting to scratch off though. Here we go. Dab it with some vinegar and such. See if that'll break down a little bit after we let it soak for a second. Oh yeah, that's gonna be much nicer. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be careful. The only scary part, of course, is always just doing the leak test itself. Just trying to make sure the stinking thing doesn't, pull apart at the seams. I'm a little, honestly, I might be more nervous about this leak test than I was the versus the 510 because I mean, man, resealing hex aquariums is always such. I mean, it's always such a challenging thing on its own. And the glass was really cut weird too. So usually on these hex tanks, when the manufacturers build these things, they have the glass at a bit of a bevel cut, as in like the ends of the glass are not just straight parallel edges; they're actually angled to where they kind of fit together as like the hex shape. This one was not cut like so that one kind of makes me especially sit here and think like, well, I guess we'll see how it works. But yeah, it's got me a little nervous. But worst case scenario, we're just out of this tank. We have no fish right now, depending on this thing, let alone no fish in it right now. When if worst case scenario did arise, but I really hope not, because yeah, like I say, I've had this tank for about 5 years. Finally found someone about a couple months ago to finally take on this job, and I'm very happy that we're at least that we've gotten this far. So we'll see how that goes. Rye guy, before I get going, going to the CNYAS, their 43rd annual tropical fish auction. Very nice. It's on the 29th in upstate New York. Pretty excited to see what I can find. Going to be my first time going to this one. Yeah, I know here in Iowa we got like Eastern Iowa swap here going on in Hiawatha. It's like in northeastern part of the state. I'm personally not going to go. I mean, I like the swaps and the conventions. I'm personally not a big auction guy myself. That could change down the road. I'm sure I'll give I'll at least try one or two here down the road here at some point. Not sure when, but can't say you don't like it if you don't try it, I guess. I don't know. Right now, I'm just good with the swaps and the conventions, but I'm sure someday I'll give one of those a shot. All right. All the twisting and turning, my short's getting a little out of whack. I'm just looking over and making sure I did get every single panel and twice at that. Yep, everything is. Let's do that bottom panel actually one more time. That bottom panel looks like it's just a wee bit dirty yet, so we'll give that another quick wipe down. All right. Come on, there's a little flake in here. Get out of here. There we go. There we go. Slightly better. Oop. Now what's that? There we go. All right, guys. Now comes the the bit of the wiki part. To get this thing ready for water. All right, let's stick that over there for right now. Let's go ahead. We'll just. I don't think we need to throw that. Actually, you know what? I am going to throw this on there. There we go. For some reason, these two clips keep acting up. Why is this so? I'm going to put a little bit of tape on both of you here. Hopefully that'll help you guys stay in your place. There's one, cool. And there's three. Excellent. Get that out of the way. Come on. Drop on. There you go. Make sure, oh, we are not dropped on completely. Come on, you. There we go. There we go. Now we're on. Do. All right. I'm not gonna lie, folks. I'm a little nervous. It's always nervous when you do a water test, but this one especially because this has sat for so long I mean, the silicone in it, I mean, it's almost a brand new tank. The silicone is brand spanking new. It's just, whew. Well, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. We are going to do this nice and slow. It's a long hose. Give it a minute. There we go. What the hell? Oh, damn hose. Guys, I about had a freaking heart attack right there. Like, oh my god, why is it coming out over there? Okay. That is okay though. That is user error. That is not tank error, that was user error. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna find it. Do I actually got a towel in here? Yeah, I do. Kind of an older one too. Cool. If it is leaking, I want to know that it's actually coming from the aquarium and not up here. There we go. Let's wash that again. All right, start this up again. Just stay still, you. Oh, okay, I guess I'm holding this. In that case, I'm going to scoot my table just a little closer here. Peplin, how's it going, Brian? Good to see you, man. Zach, that's kind of what I was thinking for a minute. I noticed that the water earlier was coming out from up here. It's like, well, there's no way that should be happening. We're a good whole almost 2.5 feet away from that level. ABC, how's it going? Saying what's up? What's up with you, ABC? Good to see you. Right, guy. I don't have an exact number set. I'm gonna turn my light back on. I should probably keep it on for this time. But I mean, it's 75 gallons. From panel to panel there, parallel panels that is. It's 30 inches wide. So plenty of space there to where I definitely think you could easily put 10 in here. Maybe, I mean, probably even way more than that. I mean, the thing's also about just shy of 3 feet tall. I want to say it's 32 inches. No, it's taller than that. I'd have to measure it again to know exactly what it is, but it's about, it's a little past 2.5 feet tall. I think it's a little under 3 feet tall though, so plenty of space though. So I mean, yeah, 10 easily. Who knows? We might give 15 a try, maybe even 20. I guess it kind of depends on what we also do for an aquascape. The more I put in here, the more territory bits I'm going to have to create. So that's something else I'm going to have to keep in mind here as well as we move along. Looks like that thing's holding steady there. So I'm not fully sure here yet, Rye, how many I'm going to put in here yet, but quite a few. I would say 10 at the least, but I was hoping more around 20 or 15-ish. Who knows? Maybe we'll go even more than that if the fates allow. All right, check underneath here, make sure everything is dry under here. Every time I step away from you, you are not going to play nice, are you? You know what? Time out. There's a way to fix your arse. It'll kink it a little bit, but that's okay. We'll do it slow so it doesn't break up the hose. Yeah, that's going to hold it down too much. That's too much there too. Eventually we'll figure out a system. You just stay the hell put for a minute. Dratted thing. That shall work. All right, let's give this a shot. I think we got a system. All right. Coro, how's it going? Saying don't forget that thumbs up. Appreciate you for that, Coro. Thank you very much. Fish Tank Frank, how's it going? Good to see you as well. Right, yeah, I think 25 would probably be doable in here too. I say I'm not sure how much more I'd want to go over 25 personally, but I definitely think 20 would still be very much in the safe realm. And once you start getting up above that, then I think you got to start being a little strategic with the aquascape. But anyway, let me see. Underneath here, checking underneath here to make sure we got nothing spraying down here. Ah, ouch. Nope, we're dry underneath here right now. Granted, we're only about 3-4 inches deep of water, probably closer to 4, but so far nothing bad. I'm actually going to dim that light so we don't get too hot. There we go. Oh, Craig, yes. As a Rye guy here said, this here is a 75-gallon hex aquarium. Although I'm not going to lie, a 300-gallon column tank would be pretty sweet too. I mean, a 300-gallon tank of any shape or size would be pretty awesome, honestly. But Peplin, no, but I really should hop on that at some point because I do this enough to where you'd think I'd try to find a consistent system, but I just haven't gotten that smart with my tactics yet. All right, everything checking around the seams here. That one's dry. 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 About 6 inches deep of water. We're still dry all around the seams. So that's a start. I'm more worried once we get up about to here and higher. Like once we get a little bit past halfway and above, that's when it's gonna be like, all right, guys, start holding your breath. All right. Dump out our old cleaning water here. Oh, that water is still really hot. If that stays hot for too much longer, I'm gonna put some cold in there too. That keeps going. Night Owl, how's it going? Good to see you. Fish Tank Frank, see you here. My Fahaka, aka Pug, nice name for a Fahaka. They actually kind of do remind you of pugs, though, don't they? Growing and looking so nice. They really do. They're a beautiful fish. I post shorts of him here and there. Hey, I highly recommend it, man. People love freshwater puffers. not just in videos, but I mean, I just showed literally a little short of me just feeding Finley a half clam shell and just kind of demonstrating the power of their bite. And I tell you what, it's so far it's been yeah, it's crazy how those freshwater puppers, especially those fahakas, get such attention. Right, guy. Well, yeah, I'm not freaking out right now because we're not quite to that level where I'm starting to cross my fingers and such. Once we get more around there ish or so, then I might be getting a little more nervous and starting to hold my breath a little bit more. But so far, so good. That is getting super freaking hot. It almost feels like a steam room inside that tank there. Actually, you know, let's get it up to half full. Whoa, hello. We'll get this tank up to about half full and then we'll start adding some cooler water into this mix. I mean, none of the seams seem to be getting too stressed out, so that's good. Top receivers on ASE tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, that should be fun. Right, guy. This was resealed. It was resealed a few weeks ago. The guy let it sit for a little over a week after he had the whole resealant job done, and then I've had it down here for about another week, week and a half here yet. So ever since he said it's fully cured, it sat for about 2.5 weeks. I mean, yeah, it was just recently resealed, not very long ago at all. So yeah, not too long ago at all, but should be plenty long enough for the silicone is totally good. I mean, usually, yeah, you know, if you're not smelling that fumy smell, then usually you're good. Demon looks like saying goodnight to everyone. Night, Zach. Thank you for checking in here, though. Oh yeah, it's all cured. I mean, yeah, it's been like I say, it sat empty in the store for. It was sitting in there for pretty much about a week, and then it's been sitting down here for another week, a little over a week, more like a week and a half, maybe even. Actually, no. Tomorrow exactly will mark 2 weeks since it sat down here, so it's actually been more like 3 weeks since the whole thing was done. So even better. Okay, we're a little over halfway here. And that water is starting to cool down. Nevertheless, well, since it's starting to cool down, I'm going to let it go now. I say I put some cold water into this mix as well. I don't know why the water was so dang hot. Like it almost feels like one of those saunas in there right now. Oh yeah, that's cooling off. There we go. Whoop. Come on, baby. Just scoot me up a little bit. There we go. I haven't fully nailed back my canopy surrounding to this tank here yet, too. So if you see like a little crack over here, don't worry about that part at least. All right, I'm gonna set this up to where we get more of the colder water in here now. Oh, maybe. All right, how about that? Oh yeah, that's feeling much better. Tons better right there. There we go. Whew. Yeah. This, okay. Okay, yeah, Rye Guy, this is where I'm getting nervous. Because this is about the level where I'm like, oh dear God, please. Please don't have this tank just explode, please. Please let this tank hold water. Or, well, you know what? Even if it's just a slow leak, that is fine. I will drain it and sell it off to a friend as a reptile enclosure. Because, I mean, yeah, 32 inches wide. I mean, you can put a small reptile in there, like a gecko or a smaller chameleon species or something. You could still do something pretty cool in there, or just fill up the water to there, and I don't know, maybe do like I don't know. You could do something pretty cool with it yet too if you even went the reptile way. Nathan, I almost said Navy, but Nathan, how's it going? Good to see you. Speaking of ASE earlier from Mr. Peplin, we also got Chattanooga Ed. How's it going, Ed? Good to see you as always, good sir. Filling up a 75-gallon hex here for the leak test. And my lord, we're already about 50 minutes into this thing. Sheesh. Has not felt that long. Yeah, it's a quarter to one now. All right. Yep, all the seams here look like nothing being too stressed. All right. And we are still dry under the stand. So far, we are doing good. Not out of the woods yet by any means whatsoever, but so far, so great. That water is splashing up though a little bit. Let's cool that off just a bit. Ed, actually, funny enough, just had this thing resealed just shy of 4 weeks ago. Like the fella finished up with it. He gave me a call about 2.5 weeks ago saying that he finished it up that weekend. So, yeah, this coming weekend will mark 4 weeks since he said supposedly he's had the job done. I've had the job. I've had this down here now for a little over 2.5 weeks or so. So, yeah, it's been resealed. So at this point, if it leaks, unfortunately, the tank might be on repair because that silicone has been fully cured and such. So, yeah, he built it. He resealed it to a point where, like, guys, this is almost a brand spanking new tank. So, if it doesn't hold now, it's not going to hold ever. uh, the higher and higher that water goes, the higher my anxiety continues to climb, though. I'm going to let the water sit overnight, of course, as I traditionally do with these. And if all goes well, sometime late morning or early mid afternoon tomorrow, I'm probably going to go ahead and drain this. And I don't know, I might even keep it in there the full day tomorrow and wait until like Friday night or something before I would even drain it. Maybe I might keep the water in here at least for a full 24 hours. Anything less, and I think you'd still be on the cusp of something. But yeah, what the hell? There we go. Yeah, Peplin. I mean, you'd think I'd be golden, right? But well, here's the weird thing that the fella who resealed this told me kind of a weird thing. So, to those of you that don't know, when let's actually bring this down just a little bit. There we go. Still want you to see the water filling up. So the strange thing, um, when people build hex tanks, Vinoski, good to see you as well here. The weird thing about hex tanks is, unlike rectangular tanks or cube tanks, what they do is when they cut the glass and such, on the ends of the glasses, and instead of being like straight parallel edges from each end, they usually bevel or angle the edges of each glass to kind of help with the sealant and such. For some reason, to what the guy told me, this glass was not cut like that. Like each piece of glass here was cut straight, which made it, which is part of the reason why it was such a pain in the arse to reseal. And I'm very happy I didn't try to take it up on myself because I personally have never tried to reseal any tank, period. So it sounded like, yeah, this would not have been a good one to start with then. But long story short, yeah, that's kind of my main concern about this too. Is like, okay, even if it holds water now, because of the way that glass was constructed and put together, we'll have to see. Hence why, yeah, I am a little bit nervous. Peplin, I was actually wondering that myself here, actually. I was wondering if, yeah, someone actually tried to, made this at home too. And I guess whoever did it, it lasted for quite a while because the store that I got it from actually knew the guy and said he had it as a saltwater tank for a little over 5 years. So before he gave it to the store. So, I mean, it must have worked for a while, but Then again, he tried to reseal it again before himself and did a very crappy job. But Rye Guy, actually, that's exactly the idea. I'll just drain the water out of this tank here if all goes well. And then what I'll do is, yeah, exactly that. We'll take the water out of the 510 back there and bit by bit put it in the 75 hex here to, yeah, basically, as he said, just insta cycle this tank. What the heck? Oh, my suction cups fell. Tell you what, if you ever need to move a big tank and you only got yourself or two people, these things are a dream. Little suction cups. And they have one heck of a grip. Those ones are about 10 inches in diameter too, so I got one of the bigger ones myself, but about $80 or something per suction cup on Amazon. Not horrible, definitely adds up fast, but still holding. That's good. Little slivers swimming on the top there. Let's see. Are we still dry under the stand? We are indeed. That seam looks dry. The back two seams here look good. Those two seams look good. That one's looking good. Ooh, hold on. Oh, just a little overrun of silicone there. Saw something a little shiny and I was getting nervous. But nope, that's just a little bit of silicone, so all our seals are dry there. Or at least they are right now. All right. She's about an inch and a half away from the top here. I'm not going to fill it all the way to the brim of the tank, though. Well, I mean the lip, or to the trim of the tank, that is. All right. You know what, actually, I am going to call this good. All right. For tonight, I'm going to call that good. Well, in terms of filling up the tank, that is. Now we just let her sit and pray to the Almighty that it continues to hold water for not just tonight, but for many years to come. Get a little of the excess water out of there. There we go. All right. Kind of wish I didn't put my little tree thing though, and now that 50-gallon corner over there though. That looks, yeah. I think, Brian, I think it was you that said it, but yeah, even full, but nothing in there. Yeah, guys, that looks cool. That looks really freaking cool. Hopefully it holds overnight, and if it does, we'll start taking the next steps. Right? I mean, we can definitely. We can definitely feed the fish here before we end the stream. Ooh, was just looking at my computer battery. We are down to 27%. Hold that thought. All right. Well, some say get to the chopper when your computer's battery is about dead. I say, loud, get to the charger. And I promise I will never do that again, as that was probably quite horrid. All right, let's see here. Do-do-do. Yes, there we go. Hey, squeeze. Maybe. Oh shit. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Yes. Everything's still looking good in here. Seems like all the seams here holding well. Little hair. Get that out of here. All right. There you go. Since before I went live, so you've been here for a hot minute then, Matt. Well, if you're still here, then I must be at least semi-entertaining. Glad to know. Whew. I don't know if I can live stream here or by feeding the fish here, guys. I forgot that my phone was about to die. I don't know if I have a charger down here. Funny enough. Well, we can feed some of these fish here yet before we call it a night. Oh, must have got a little bit of silicone on the outside of the glass here. A little bit just right there where my thumb is. And we'll work on that later. Well, Ed, if you're looking for suggestions, my wife has a beta tank in her office now. My wife is now a personal banker now, as a matter of fact. I put a 10-gallon beta tank in there. She wants something that's kind of I'm trying to think of the correct way to put it, like Zen related, or if that makes any sense there, like any Zen or goodness gracious, I can't think of it right now. Zen or not Buddha or anything, but something like that, or something that would kind of look good in a beta tank and such, like a centerpiece decoration per se. Um, I don't know if you have any ideas there, but if you're looking for ideas, that could be one. Checking through the chat. Checking through the chat. Yes. Let's see here. Doesn't look like I've missed anything here, really. What the heck? We got the Amazon puffers right over here. Oh, I guess it doesn't have that access. Whoa! There we go. Kill the light because it doesn't look like they're appreciating that. There we go. 4 Amazon puffers in here now. We did have just 2, but we got 2 more at the Quad City Fish Swap earlier. So it's good to have at least a more acceptable number in here now. Oh, what the heck? What do you guys think? Bloodworms or beef heart? They've already had some of their snails earlier today. I'm thinking I want to bump these guys up to like a 75 or a 55 here down the road here soon, though. I want to give these guys a little bit of a tank upgrade so they have a little bit more space to swim around. If I do that too, I might even end up getting 2 more Amazons here to try to get 6 or something, because a lot of people will tell you that 6 is a good number. I would agree. I mean, when it's a fish that likes to shoal or live in groups, then yeah, the more that you can provide in terms of the number, the better. But we'll see. Let's get these guys some food here. Oh my goodness, what is going on in here? It's a winter wonderland in my freezer. Why is there so much snow? Ah, crap. We got a crack in here now. Shit. All right, well, we'll have to fix that later. That's really freaking cold. Very cold food. Ice cold woodline food. Well, after the stream, that needs to be taken care of. Woohoo! Gotcha. All right. They're probably glass surfing because they're not used to having my computer and all that around here. They're probably wondering what the heck is going on out here. I also think that's a sign, Rye, that's kind of also part of the reason why I'm like, yeah, I think these guys need to upgrade. I think they want to explore more. That's why, yeah, I just don't want to put more than 4 puffers in here right now. Because I think these guys are already trying to tell me, hey, we'd appreciate it if you got us some more space here soon. Please. puffers are a curious fish, and therefore they do like to get around and explore. There you guys go. That'll serve them well. Bring the camera just a wee closer. Looks like I spooked one of them. Oh, you already got a pretty good bump in your belly, though. It looks like he already got the lion's share of that. All right, you know what? We're going to go ahead and turn the camera over to these guys over here. Oh, come on, you stinking camera. There we go. That's pretty good. 75-gallon tank with the green spotted puffers, and yep, that water is a little bit low because tomorrow that is going to be a water change tank. They are due for one. Those of you that have not seen the green spotted puffers eat yet, you're in for a treat. These guys are kind of fun to watch. Just gonna try to thaw their food out a little bit here before we get to it. There we go. Bump that camera up just a little bit. All right. All right. 5 green spotted puffers. Here you go. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that so freaking cool? Those of you that don't know, yep, my green spotted puffers, they are living in brackish water. Their specific gravity is 1.012 right now. So mid to high end brackish there. I'm slowly working them up there a little bit. I'm not sure how far I'm going to work them up there. I guess if they show me signs of stress, then I guess we'll go back down. But for right now, they've taken every last bit of it pretty well. And just like that, guys, those bloodworms are gone. Oh, Matt, yes, that actually is a reflection of light. I'll get that real quick. I got a far light on at the other end of the basement here that I forgot to turn off. That's what that was about. All right, here's another fish that's fun to feed, as some of you will probably already know. This is my 55-gallon tank where we got Exodon tetras, 10 of them to be precise. Boo. All right. We are going to go ahead and feed our Ectodon tetras here some small bloodworms. Here we go, guys. Watch these guys go crazy. And just like that, that's gone. They are so fun to watch. Like little miniature piranhas, and I love it. Hexadon tetras, man, they are so cool. Such a cool fish. It's like a poor man's piranha, but I really even shouldn't say that because it sounds like then I'm insulting them to a degree. But they're like if you don't want to get like a 125 or bigger for like red bellies or something, and I know a 125, some people are thinking that's the small end for red bellies, and I'd agree. But yeah, if you don't want to get a huge tank to house red belly piranhas, tell you what, Exodon tetras, they're a pretty dang good alternative, or at least I think they are. Okay. Well, I guess, guys, what the heck? While we're at it, we'll feed the king and the queen here. I'm going to move the laptop here so hopefully nothing comes detached while we mosey about. Whoops. And I kicked on the light. I guess here's our Bumblebee Oscar right there. Oh, we're not quite high enough. There we go. Up here. There we go. How's it going, buddy? What the heck? We got the camera on him. We'll give him some food here real quick. Some little Hikari Vibrobites for the Oscar here. He's still a little bitty guy. He's maybe grown about about a half inch since I've gotten him. I need to get him in a bigger tank for sure. I'm honestly thinking that for the 65-gallon tank, at least for a little while, that might be where I put him because I definitely think that's going to give him a lot more swim space than this 50-gallon corner will serve, at least. There we go. Dang, you finished it that quick. Man, he was hungry. All the fishies are hungry. Hungry, hungry fishies. Whoa, there goes the mic. All right. On over to the plywood aquarium where we have our Maboo Puffer Mac waiting. Whoops, other way. There we go. All right, Mac. He already knows what's coming because he saw me put it up here earlier. I dropped some snails in there before the stream, so hey, Mac, here you go. Hey, right here. Oh, here we go. Let's get that wood out of your way. There you go, buddy. I can bump this closer here. Guys, I think he's easily grown about 2 to just shy of well, he's easily grown about 2.5 inches since we put him in here. For sure, 2 inches at least. Like he is getting bigger. Like he is probably just eclipsed over 8 inches at this point for sure. Probably getting close to 8.5 at this point. He's getting big fast. But as I kind of expected, I imagine once we put Mac in his new tank here, he was gonna grow fast. You want some more, buddy? You're still hungry? All right. Well, I think we can do that. All right, buddy. Here you go. Seconds. Seconds for the king. Oh, you're missing a piece. There you go. Go get it. Yeah, you're starting to get a little big. You aren't able to fit under that wood as well as you used to, are you, buddy? He really has, right, guy. I tell you what, he's really getting big. Look at you, yeah. I understand. I'm sure on the microphone that yeah, it sounds a lot like Matt, not Mac. But uh, kudos to you for also spelling Mac correctly, Matt. My wife keeps thinking that it's Mack when I'm like, no, I'm just thinking Mac because I do not know if Mac is a boy or a girl yet. As of right now, I'm treating it like Mac's a boy, but well, you never know. Maybe me and my wife go on a vacation again, and much like Finley, Mac lays eggs, and I guess instead of just Mac can be short for like Mackenzie or McKinley or something. I don't know. All right, we're gonna scoot our table over here a bit. Sorry for the dreadful noise there. There we go. Here's Finley. Queen anxiously awaits. How about it, girl? Huh? Oh no, now you're saying you're tired? No food now? Hmm? Jealous because we fed Mac first now? Hmm? Huh? What do you think? Huh? Oh, you're gonna play hard to please, I see, huh? Alright. Where are my tongs at? Shoot. I don't know where I put those. Hmm? Well, let's see if I can sink it down to her. Hey, there you go. Yep, she's just like, nope, you will deliver it to me, peasant. No? Surely those snails earlier didn't fill you up. She did have a great deal of snails earlier, but not a ton though. Are you getting ready to lay again, Finley? Is that what you're doing? Whenever she lays eggs, she sometimes goes on a little bit of a hunger strike. You keep looking at it. Nope. She's like, you want me to eat? I'm going to do the complete opposite and go over here. All right. Well, you know what? That's just fine. Here we go, guys. We'll switch the tank over here real quick. You've gained an audience over here now, too. All the angelfish are like, hey, when's it our turn? Right now, guys. Right now. We'll go ahead and feed them right here, right now. And of course, right as I start taking the camera off Finley, she goes back over and starts munching on the krill. Because why not? You just had to wait till I had my hands full of this stuff, didn't you, girl? There we go. That should be plenty for you guys. Allow our yo-yos and plecos and petricola cats at the bottom to also get some food as well. Max over there wanting thirds, actually. There we go. They're eating well. And I promise you, in the next about 5 minutes or so, that stuff will be all gone. All right. I'm going to slide this table back over. Pardon the noise for a second. All right. In the meantime, enjoy the 510. All right. How's it going, guys? Let's see. Bunny Viper, don't think I saw you earlier today. Welcome aboard, Bunny Viper. Good to see you. All right. Well, most of the fish here have already been fed. Well, I guess we haven't fed the 240. I'm not exactly sure about how we go about that, given the situation over there. Let's see here. I think we could figure something out here yet. Don't drop the microphone. Okay. Okay. This should serve us well. Prop that up just a bit. Very good. Let's kill that light for a second. Oh, that's better. That is better. All right, 240 community tank. You know what? We'll give them some Hikari Vibe Bites as well. Gotta keep their color looking good. There you guys go. That is truly something. Just watching all these guys just dart all around and get their food. All right, get some pellets in there also for the bottom feeders. Tell you what, guys, I mean, of all the tanks that we got down here, I mean, got one that's bigger, but I tell you what, this, in terms of setup, I mean, it may not have my favorite fish. It may not be the biggest tank down here, but just in terms of its overall look, or in terms of the aquascape and just the fish in it, it's probably the one, in terms of those categories, I like the most. Yep. Just something you can watch for a long time, ain't it? Vibes Aquatics, don't think I saw you in here earlier. Welcome aboard. I myself, Vibes, will not be in Dallas. Um, Unfortunately, I don't think Aquashella in general for me is going to work out this year. Just a lot of other stuff going on. I do plan to still try to make the Keystone Clash, though, later on in September. That is still on the radar. I'm still going to try to make the Catfish Catalysm in, I believe that's Madison, Wisconsin. I'm going to try to make that as well. That's kind of a 50-50 deal right now, but got some certain just financial things going on right now that got to be taken care of first. And if they get solved before July, cool. Then I'll try to make the trip. If not, well, that's how it goes, I guess. Sometimes we'll see, though. I'm not writing that one off entirely, but gotta take care of some business beforehand, though. Oh, Bunny, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you get feeling better there. Hopefully, all things make a turn for the better, and hopefully, you can still make it. But if not, totally understand. It's a bummer, though, that don't go that you may not be able to make it there. That's one thing I always like about these conventions is, seeing all the vendors and all that. Don't get me wrong, that's cool too. But just getting a chance to meet all of you guys, that's what I really like these conventions for. Just meeting a whole bunch of other people that are in the same thing as you are. All right. Well, guys, we have streamed for over an hour and a half, believe it or not. Ugh. So for at least a half hour, for those of you that don't know, we'll pick up the camera here just really quick. Uh-oh, she's caught. Oh, no. Oh, there it is one more time, guys. Well, if I can hold it steady. Yeah, it's still holding. Top to bottom, I don't see any drips or leaks or anything of that sort yet, so that's good. All right. All right, make sure that we don't have stream another hour and a half more. Vibes, I would love to, but one, I don't think my laptop battery is going to allow that. Two, it's a little past 1:30 a.m. here now, so I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little tired. So, guys, first and foremost, I know as impromptu of a stream as this was, thank you all so much for coming in here, checking this out. I'm gonna try to get another video up here, whether if it's a project video or just an aquarium spotlight video up here before the week is through or before our Monday Musings stream. So keep an eye open for that. But yeah, guys, I say we've streamed for a little over a half hour and a half. It's half past 1 a.m. here, so I'm gonna go ahead and bounce and hit the hay here. But again, thank you all so much here for watching the stream here. If you're new here or were new at any point here and have not done so already, consider clicking that subscribe button as well as the bell right next to it so you can stay in the loop with whenever I go live or post a video or even a short if you're into those as well. I'm getting really close to 2,000 subscribers here, so especially if you haven't, would love to help me on the road to 2K here. I think we're about 29, 28 away from that milestone right now. But thank you all again coming on in here on this impromptu late night stream. Appreciate every single one of y'all. I'll see you all in my next video. As always, Fish Fam, have a good night. As always, y'all already know, stay fantastic.